Hey, this is Maggie Rogers, and I'm gonna walk you through my daily skincare routine and my everyday makeup look with a little something extra. I spend a lot of time in hotel rooms, so having some sort of scent that is consistent helps me make every place feel a little bit more like home. Candle, and I found some matches in my bag from one of my favorite restaurants in Boston, where I just finished grad school. Ready to start. First step for my skincare routine is to get my hair out of my face. I use Kiehl's, super simple and most important for my life. I can always buy it in an airport. Just a little bit. For an exfoliator, I use Pharrell's Human Rice Skincare. We first met back at NYU when I was studying music production, and he's been such a kind supporter of my music over the last couple of years, and so it was really sick in the middle of the pandemic when I got a call from him to come be a part of the Human Rice campaign. Take about 2 pumps. For moisturizer, I use Whipped Dream by Isla. I have dry skin. This sort of tends to do the trick. I really got into skincare when I was touring because it became this way to come down from the road or from stage. There's so much adrenaline involved in that, and also having that like multi-step process where I could really have this incredibly tangible way to involve myself with self-care. It just became more and more essential. I just finished grad school, and stress breakouts are definitely a thing too. You can even see right here, I get these dry skin patches. Trying to just keep a couple products consistent has been the most important part of my skincare routine and has kept my skin from flaring up. About 1 time a week, maybe I try and do a mask. Again, major self-care luxury solo time moment. I love this Tata Harper resurfacing mask. I love the way it smells. I love the way it makes my skin look. Leave it on for 5 to 7 minutes. Usually I brush my teeth or do a little dance while I'm waiting. When I'm getting ready in the morning, I listen to a lot of Nick Drake, and when I'm coming down, the secret that I've been sort of hoarding in the pandemic is that I've only been listening to strange ambient music. Okay, I'm gonna rinse this mask off. The next step for me, even if I don't do any of the rest of them, I do this thing, which is sunscreen. I have freckles and really light, fair skin. And also, my favorite beauty look is exactly what's happening right now, which is just nothing. That's sort of when I feel the sexiest and the most like myself. So I use Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. The texture is really nice, and I don't see it, I don't feel it, I don't smell it, but I know that I'm protected. Growing up, I never saw anyone who had freckles in beauty. I'd go to the CVS to buy beauty products, and there was no one with freckles. And that's something that's definitely changed a ton, but there's been this real emphasis on having this perfect, flawless matte skin, and I don't have matte skin, and I love my skin, and I love my freckles. Beauty is something that has always, growing up, it intimidated me a little bit. It was this thing that I didn't feel like I knew anything about, and I pretty much just wore mascara most of my life. I always think that if the Euphoria kids could have seen me in high school, they would have completely eaten my lunch. A big part that's changed in my beauty routine is my hair. I've had short hair a bunch of different times in my life. It really changes the way that I present myself to the world. I've always been really attracted to androgyny and found that my gender presentation is this really fluid thing, especially when my hair is changing. And makeup has been something that has always helped me play with that or bring out different sides of my personality or what I find to be really beautiful. People always think that short hair might be a lot easier, but let me tell you, I probably get my hair cut every 3 to 5 weeks, which feels insane, but otherwise I look like a soccer mom, which also, shout out to soccer moms. I love soccer, I love my mom. Step 1, I get it kind of wet. All right, here I am, full porcupine. When I had long hair, I washed it maybe every other day, and when I have short hair, I wash it maybe every 6 to 10 days. I just like to push it down and sort of get it into place, figure out what it's gonna do, put the bandana on. This keeps my hair from flying out, flying in every direction. It just sort of zhuzhes it down. I'm gonna just put on a little bit of a lip mask. Shout out to Halsey for the Laneige mask. She turned me onto this product when About Face launched. She sent me a little gift bag and it included some of her favorite products and it became one of my favorite products. It is actually my favorite under eye cream when I sleep. I've tried a bunch of different ones, but I just like smear a little bit on my under eye and it sort of does the trick for me. I use this Tom Ford concealer pen that has since been discontinued, but I like was a freak and bought an unopened one on eBay. My friend Rachel recently taught me this trick. It actually is really helpful to leave your concealer on your face for a little while. Help it set into your skin before you blend it in. In the meantime, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I use the Benefit Gimme Brow. This one is just really consistent and I can usually find it in an airport. I use this Chanel Essential Stick. I use it in this color that is called Golden Light. I use it as a cheek and as an eyeshadow. And I just put a little bit here. And again, I like this because it feels like paint. And a little bit on my eye. Blend this up a little bit, sort of just disappears. Chanel has been a part of so many important moments in my career, the Grammys or like the Met, and I also just really love their cosmetics. They feel really simple and really classic. I'm gonna maybe take a second and blend in this concealer now, just a little bit. Again, I just use my fingers. I've been through big phases of my life where I've been super into eyeshadow because like a pink eyeshadow or a blue eyeshadow just feels like such a blast. In college, I lived in France for a little while and I went through a complete phase where I wore dark lipstick and no eye makeup and was a little French girl. And going through those phases with products or changing what I'm emphasizing has been a big part of my beauty evolution. So eyeliner is a big part of what I'm experimenting with right now. Chanel eyeliner. I'm gonna use it in Prune Intense. Using an eyeliner that has a little bit more red or purple to it is something that helps accentuate my eyes, and with short hair that has always felt really helpful. I put it on the lash line. The craziest thing is like, yes, I am like poking the like literal inside of my eyeball, but you think this is nuts? Try doing this on a moving bus. So after I do that like under eye, I do a little on top, but just a little. Another reason I love using this purple is it's a big color for the record. Color and music have always been incredibly tied for me through synesthesia. For this record, the colors are like dark purple, green, this like really beautiful tangerine, which I was telling this to a friend a year ago, and she pointed it out to me that those are all colors of a bruise, which feels in some way like healing from the last couple of years. One more thing I'll do to accentuate my eyes or like help me find a little bit more femininity in my everyday is a little bit of blush. I use a brush for the blush, and I have used the NARS Orgasm Color Forever. I use the Chanel mascara. If I had one beauty product on a desert island for the rest of my life, it would be mascara. It feels like just so fun and expressive and has been such a exciting part of this record and this look. I've been thinking so much about like Twiggy with her like baller chunky eyelashes and her tiny hair. When I think about favorite beauty looks or makeup looks that I've done, I'm really excited about this era for me. Like I had some crazy times early in my career where the label would hire someone to do my makeup and I would just like think that that was how it needed to be, and I would come out with like a full face of caked contour, and that looks so incredible on some people and just isn't me. Like for me, makeup feels so personal that I just am starting to feel like this is a moment where I experiment so much more with what that look could be or what the possibility is. Okay, we're almost done. I'm gonna do a little hair reveal. The last thing I'll do is put a little lip on. I use this Dior Beauty palette. This is my favorite thing to carry around. I'll offer it to friends. Like, I feel like it works for, you know, obviously I've used a couple colors more, but I feel like it works for almost any look. I'm ready to go. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching me talk about all this stuff. And so excited for you to hear this record, and I hope that I get to see you on the road sometime soon. So, have a great day.